Everyone, this is part 1 of me recreating the Google homepage. In this video, I will be showing you how to create the Google homepage using only HTML. In part 2, I'll be showing you how to use CSS with it as well. But right now, we'll start with the HTML. So first, let's create our boiler code by doing that, by entering in the exclamation mark and clicking enter. Then next we want to create a div, call it ID feeling lucky. It will display this box right here. And then inside of it we'll just put I'm feeling lucky. Next we'll create the Google search block. Google search block. Make sure we spelled that correctly. Google search. Now we want to create a container which will store all of our elements in our HTML. This first one will be called Waffle div. It will be responsible for creating this Waffle div. Then inside of that we'll create 3 more divs, give them each a class of dots. This one will be Waffle row 1. I'll just enter in 3 periods for the first row, and then we just copy that down twice for the other 2 rows, like this. Change the ID because it's not row 1, it's row 2 and row 3. Then I'll create the profile logo, or in this case it's just the sign logo. I'll just call it profile, shorter. Then I'll type in sign in for the label. Then we'll create another div called bottom row and give this an ID of business, lowercase the b. Then we'll type business right here. Another div. And I'll call this bottom row as well. But need to change it to class, not ID. Bottom row. ID equals how search works. It's this right here. That's why I gave it the idea of how search works. How search works. Next, we have the privacy text. This is also bottom row. So, no, we don't have to give it a class. We don't have to. Equals privacy. Whoops, I spelled it wrong. I'll give this an ID of terms. I'll label it terms. This will be settings. And now we're done with the bottom row. We still have this carbon neutral since 2007, so let's do that as well. I'll just give this an ID of carbon and I'll know what I'm talking about. Carbon neutral since 2007. we have to create these links up here, the about link, the store link, the Gmail images link. So we forgot the most important thing, the Google icon. So let's create that right now. So we can go up here in our container and create 6 divs for each of the individual letter in Google. So div times 6, that's the keyboard shortcut for creating multiple divs. ID equals Google1. I'm naming it Google1 because that's the first letter. ID equals Google2. ID equals Google3. ID equals Google4. ID equals Google5. ID equals Google6. This will be E, L, whoops, just E alone. L. I can't spell backward very well. Another O, then a G. So we're done with that. Oh, we also need our input, our search bar for this. So I'll type input, give it a placeholder of search Google. Oh, this is supposed to be inside the angle bracket. My bad. Placeholder equals search Google, or type a URL. ID equals search bar. Oh. Then after that, we have to do the Google mic one. So
I found a few locations for mic near you. The first one is Mike's.
Let me grab my Google mic real quick. I'll take this one, copy its address, and paste it into here. Okay. Wait, let's just take this one instead. I like this one better. Yeah, they're about the same length. I hate it when links are so long like this. They take up like too many rows by themselves. Okay, let's open our live server and see how this looks. Okay, it's displaying all of our elements that we've created so far. So that's good. And let me see what else I'm missing. I think that's about it. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have a second, maybe you don't mind subscribing and liking to my channel. Thanks. I'll see you guys in my next video.